What's up, everybody? How is your day going? Talk to me. Listen, I just want y'all to watch this little clip with me. Right, I came up across a little clip with Safaree. I just watched an episode of Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion or whatever, and I'm watching it, and it's like I'm like, dang, why Erica Mena acting like that towards him? You know, I did hear about him being in Miami or something like that. I don't know, but in the on the episode, she acting real cold. She's like, I don't want to be with you, no nothing. And I'm like, I think she lying or whatever. And he's sorry. He want his family back, but the way they let's check this clip out because it said he intentionally sabotaged his relationship. So let's see.
I'm not a player. They think I'm very arrogant and self-centered, conceited, and I'm very bitter about my past relationship. I'm here and I'm just trying to separate myself from that.
Safaree Samuels appeared as if he had his heart on his sleeve during the most recent episode of Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion, where the father of two broke down into tears as he told his estranged wife that he couldn't imagine losing her.
Maybe let's take the relationship off the table and let's just focus on being parents, like how we're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like I don't want to lose him.
See, this is the exact clip I'm talking about. I just saw, and I'm talking about even before then. She just was like she ain't dealing with it. Keep trying to come sit by her and talk to her, and I'm like, what is going on? So let's see.
I don't know. I don't know if I could keep doing it. Like,
Anyone with a heart would admit that at that moment, Safaree had managed to tug at their heartstrings. However, those who are familiar with the rapper's previous antics
Even she said it. It got, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of sad. I felt for the brother.
would advise that you not be fooled.
Oh, she said I got food. Let's see.
Safaree has a track record of appearing to be genuine and very charismatic in the beginning, only to show his true colors later down the line, which would be that he disappears when those he claims to love and care about need him the most. Once an individual appears to step out of Safaree's comfort zone, he turns into someone they can no longer recognize. And instead of taking full accountability for his actions, or lack thereof, he justifies them, expecting the other person to understand, or simply deal with it. An example would be when his friend, Juju, had lost her best friend to cancer. She accused Safaree of being a bad friend who wasn't there for her.
Like, I know I've been telling you in front of everybody that you're a best friend and all this and that. And I've been saying that because I really feel that way.
Dang, she really
If
feel
him and
that
I aren't friends and we're not on that level, then I need to know that, because what I'm not gonna do is a one-sided friendship.
I want to feel like, damn, like, I check on Safaree, like, I want you to check on me too, unless if I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm thinking that it's more of a friendship than I think
No,
it is.
you're not wrong. You're right. I do get into these like little pits in my life where sometimes.
First of all, she's adorable. And I get both sides. Like, you don't want to be chasing nobody for nothing. No friendship, no nothing. If you don't want to F with me, then don't. You don't have to. Don't have me thinking this is what it is, but on the flip side, you feeling all bothered. So I get her point 100%. Him, I don't know why. Let me see what.
Sometimes I just shut down and just don't talk to nobody.
Another instance would be when his friend Yandy, whom he considered his best friend at the time, questioned their friendship, as he appeared cold towards her, and wouldn't even acknowledge her presence.
I don't get it. I don't know where your soul is right now. It's like there's a soul snatcher in the midst. Because this is not who you are.
You busy, I'm busy. I'm living my life, I'm growing, you doing the same thing. Don't take it personal.
This man, he sound, even his tone, he do not care.
Oh, I'm taking it personal. I don't even know who you are right now. You cried to me about certain things. You talked to me about tragedies that have happened. This is not how you handle me.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Yeah, you are a great friend. You were the one who stuck up for me when everybody else was coming at me, but that's just what it is, 100%. You know I shut down. But when it's like just weird emotions and just misunderstandings, I just hate talking.
That's the second time he said shut down. Now I gotta be honest. I'm the type of person that do that too. And everybody in my life, when they love you, they understand it. Like people tell me, even to myself, like, oh, I know you go into your own world and I know you disappear for a little bit, but you'll be back. Um, Anybody that I've associated with, um, they'll either say, we don't talk a lot. Like we'll talk a lot in periods, but then it's a period where we go on like for months without talking. But then when we talk again, it's like we never stopped talking. And it's like they all respect the fact that I will shut down. It's not something like it do suck for him to make them feel that way because they genuinely care about him. But at the same time, sometimes it's hard to pull up out that rut when you don't want to be bothered. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like me being a person that's like that, like I would try to make an effort to at least text them or something, like, just, kind of let them know real quick. But even that is agitating. You just want to be like left alone, and not alone forever. It's just in that moment or them days or them weeks, you just don't feel like socializing. So I kind of feel them on this one, but I feel them too. That's no, like, to disregard nothing these beautiful women are feeling, because I get it. I get their part too. But he's gonna have to connect with somebody who understands that he shuts down. And this is on a friendship level. I think for a relationship, it's different. It's different.
He also left Erica at their bachelor and bachelorette party after she confronted him about inviting her toxic ex-boyfriend to his event.
Here he is letting this man who has spent years defaming my character be allowed in his bachelor party. It's a huge slap in the face to me.
Bye, have fun.
Okay, look, don't give the satisfaction. No.
To be mad at me for something over this, like, it got a bad taste in my mouth right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen. Sometimes you be in your own way, and he not seeing. Like, I remember back in the day seeing this. I thought she was being dramatic. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, because I think this is an old clip. But when I look at it like this, that was a slap in the face. Like, this not somebody you just had a quick argument at the house with, some who poured the drink or who came to the house or who did what. This man is dragging your name across the internet, which the entire world is judging you upon. You know what I'm saying? Like the entire world. That's a little different. It's not a little neighborhood situation. It's not a little, I can't even think of nothing simple right now, but like a simple argument where it's just like, I told them I didn't like green beans, but they still put green beans on my plate. I can't even think of nothing. But to defame somebody across the internet, like, that is harsh. And I don't think she forgave. It was Rich Dollars who did that. I don't think she forgave Rich Dollars. And with him being the man that protects her, I think he could have respected those wishes. Like, you just chose Rich Dollars over your wife. So what? He would have had to miss your bachelor party. So what? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all comment below. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Because if that was my girl, bruh, I probably wouldn't even be associated with this man. Honestly, I probably wouldn't. I don't even see a reason why. I wouldn't even be cool with this man. Not saying Rich Dollar is a person, but like, let's say if I got with a girl and some dude of her past was smearing her name and I chose to love her, I can see it. Because if I believed him, I probably wouldn't even be putting her on no pedestal. If I believed that she was what he said she was, I wouldn't even be dealing with her that way. I wouldn't consider her to be no wife. None of that. But obviously, I don't believe him if I'm considering that of her, and I wouldn't want to be cool with nobody who did that to somebody I love. Like that's I don't know. So this I get like that's messed up, Safaree. And he ride off.
Not to mention the time he walked out on their baby shower, leaving his wife to celebrate alone, while he booked a flight to Miami.
Here we are at a baby shower my friend threw for us, and he's not even acknowledging me or his daughter.
He thinks things run on his time. That's not how it works.
Right. He texts me, I will forever put myself before you.
Whoa.
Yeah. So let's separate.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Was it in the heat of the moment in an argument? Because he's supposed to get Pampers and milk.
I'm just gonna get out of here before I end up saying that can't be taken back. I'm out here. I'm going to the airport. I'm going to Miami. I ain't trying to be around all this bad energy, so.
Yeah.
Right here.
Man, that's crazy. This not just some little chick he just dealing with. He decided to marry this chick. Meaning she's supposed to mean something way more than even a girlfriend. Like she supposed to be your wife. You supposed to put your wife on a pedestal. Maybe not the little chick you just hooking up with, chilling. Y'all don't know what things going. Not even a girlfriend. Not even really like that. But if you decide to take vows, whether that person mess it up or not, that's beyond you. That's between them and God. But you should, as a husband, put your wife on a pedestal. And they ain't talking about no simp pedestal where you chasing up, honey, all that simp, because she gonna lose respect. I'm just saying, like, certain things you do gotta care about. You feel me? And you shouldn't say stuff like, I'm gonna put myself before you, because in actuality, when y'all walking in the streets and y'all in the city and somebody try her, who gotta protect her? The husband gotta protect. The masculine person gotta protect. Therefore, her life is big, right? In that moment, the second you step up, your life, you're putting her life before yours. So to hear those words, like how he said it, is kind of like harsh. Like, nah, bro, you don't say that. He probably was just mad. And then don't tell her what she said to him too, just to play, just to be a little fair. But for him to walk out this baby shower, if that ain't the most childish thing I ain't never seen in my life, your baby shower. That's childish. When this clip first started, I'm like, they tripping, she extra, woo woo. But the more the clip keep playing, like it looks worse that it's all together. But even on a singular note, why would you walk out on your baby shower? You could have just chilled in the back, support your baby. Like I don't know. I don't think he should have walked out. That was messed up. And he said he going to Miami, and that might be the same Miami clips that I saw a long time ago with him just out there, he living his best life. You feel me? Like, bro, you could have had a Miami trip, but I think you could have planned it better. You walked out the baby shower for the Miami trip. Dang.
Go.
He leaving his own baby.
Yeah. Ain't no talking Safaree and staying here for his wife. If you ain't gonna say nothing, at least stay, just to show your support.
Facts.
He disregards and disrespects how I feel all the time and runs away. He's always gonna put himself before us.
Erica often calls Safaree out for abandoning his family, physically and emotionally, which tends to upset and aggravate him every single time. Because he doesn't believe that it's true, and feels that Erica overreacts, in an effort to make him seem like a bad person, or a bad father. But it is indeed a fact, because, as you can see, Safaree has done it on multiple occasions.
Oh, he be making all the women cry for him. If I was her husband, I'd be mad as heck. Like, you on here crying for this man? This ain't y'all that connected? I ain't gonna lie, I'd be mad as hell. Like, what you crying for? I ain't gonna lie, am I wrong for that? Am I toxic for that? Like, what the heck is you crying for? It's just a friendship. Like, Dad, I don't know. And this man sitting up here with the tone like he don't give a care either. Man, I would be mad as heck. If I was her husband, I'd be mad.
Not only to his soon-to-be ex-wife.
Maybe I'm like, y'all let me know in the comments. Just If y'all think that's let me know, cause I go back and reevaluate. I go and look back and be like, yeah, I go check it out, see if I was tripping. But that would bother me right there. That would bother me right there. The man don't want to. Oh man, I don't know. Let's go.
But to others, he claimed to be his friends. And it's quite striking how this gaslighter, an emotional manipulator, manages to conveniently forget that by his own admission, he feels the best way to deal with uncomfortable situations is to walk away from them until they no longer exist. Despite the fact that his mother has warned him, it will only make matters worse.
You have this thing where it's like you shut down, you get silent.
Well, I don't like to argue, and I don't like to dispute, so I like to sit there and say nothing
But
until
see,
it's forgotten about.
women don't like that. I think you should find ways to work on that because you create problems when you do that.
Safaree also shared during a previous radio interview that this negative coping mechanism is actually a gift. And his ability to make himself numb to emotional situations actually came from watching his mother endure harsh treatment from his father.
Whoa.
I really just...
Let's pause it. Now that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Like, it comes back from childhood, you know? A lot of stuff we do stems from that. Your childhood really shaped you. What you go through in life really shapes you. It shapes your adult life. It really do. So I get it. Like, it's some people some people it's really hard to share emotion. Like, some people it literally make them feel weird. Like, think of a situation where you would feel weird, like something weird. I can't even think of nothing right now, but like, for example, if you a heterosexual man and somebody made you wear a dress, how weird and degrading would that be? You know what I mean? Like, something like that. And for some people it's that real. It's that real. So emotions make them feel funny. I watch certain family members do that, and a woman could be showing them emotions and they don't react. They don't react. And guess what? We still love them. We just understand that that's their upbringing. That's how they are. And, it's all good. But I think that's part of his situation. But he do need to check that, because if you could do that. You can shut stuff, even with the homegirls. That's not that bad. You want to shut them out. Okay, they just homegirls. Because there's levels to everything. Not saying that you shouldn't be good friends. You probably should, but okay. But if you chose to shut them out, that's okay. But your wife, I don't know. I think it should be different when it comes to your wife, because when y'all get married, is y'all become one. Obviously, God is telling you that this is a different relationship than your other relationships, even aside from your mama and your daddy. You feel me? So let's go.
was super, like, unfazed and unbothered. Like, I don't know where that, like, part of me came from. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like probably, like, with my mother growing up, she went through a lot of craziness, and I used to see a lot of craziness growing up. So it's like I just been so used to numbing myself growing up when I had to watch, you know what I'm saying, situations between my father and my mother, just as far as violence and stuff like that. I had to numb myself seeing that type of stuff. And it wasn't like, okay, I saw it for a little bit. I saw it my entire childhood growing up, you know what I'm saying? So not to sound sappy or nothing, but it's like, that's real talk. So I just really just learned how to, like, numb myself since I was young. So I thank God for that ability now, because I could really still just numb myself from anything. Like, I don't let shit get to me.
So that was like your coping mechanism?
Yeah, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I really considered that a gift. Where it's like I could low-key almost just forget about something, and it's like, oh, okay.
Dang, listen. Also in the comments, y'all, we're gonna have a discussion. We're gonna have a discussion. You feel me? Like, what is your known coping mechanism? What do you use to cope? I'm really interested, and I'm gonna read the comments, and I'm gonna probably make a little quick situation about it, and we're gonna talk about it, because that's deep. Like, I just got to this point on what he's talking about, because I used to be so emotional. You feel me? And not emotional, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you crying, like that too, but depression, all that. Like, I used to be so, everything made me react so harshly. Like, I was the one blowing up if in the stores, or if somebody tried me in in the street setting or something, or if somebody did this, that, I would blow up, you know? Or a family member said one thing to me, now I'm mad, I'm hurt, I'm enraged. And I just came to the point, like, you gotta woosah. People, that stuff ain't got nothing to do with you. You could just, like, when people treat you wrong or something, when you ain't do nothing to them, that's them. That has nothing to do with you. You feel me? And I'm talking about, it could be as close as a family member that you would have to just step back from, ignore it, and go on about your business. You feel me? And that's why I get what he's saying, because that can come off as harsh. Like, oh, yeah, they don't, it comes off as you don't care. But what happens is you trying to protect yourself from blowing up, or feeling his energy, or being so low that you depressed. Like, you're trying to protect yourself. You feel me? And that's why I kind of get where he coming from too at the same time. Dang, I get where he coming from. It's really a coping mechanism. Like, you do that. You shut it down. You feel me? But some things, like, because sometimes when you do stand through stuff, it is hard. But some things you have to stand through. Like that baby shower, he have to stand through that. Being there for his kids. Even for the woman, if you want to leave her there and just cut the cord, leave her, don't string her along. You feel me? Other than that, if you're going to be with her, you have to stand through certain stuff. You have to be a husband. You get what I'm saying? But I do get it though. It is a coping mechanism, and it's something that even myself personally, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting personal with y'all right now. But yeah, cut it off, ignore it, go about your business. And it comes off as harsh, but it's really you protecting yourself from feeling all crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he said he don't like to talk about it. You feel me? And maybe, I don't know what he should do. Like, I think, well, for me personally, I believe that he should start talking about it. You feel me? Maybe, like, if it's causing too much uproar in your life. Because sometimes you can be this way and you have no problems, right? But if it's causing everybody around you who you actually love, like who you really love, who are being upset with you, then you're going to have to go on and sit through it, my boy. You're going to have to go on and have that conversations and go on and talk. You feel me? Let's see what else he got to say.
It is what it is.
This would probably explain Safaree's cold response towards his daughter that took place during a cringy moment on Love and Hip Hop. He and Erica were happily discussing the gender of their new baby, when in the middle of their conversation, their 1-year-old daughter, who was playing with a guitar at the time, lost her balance and fell backward onto the tile floor. As the young child cried, Mena started picking up the guitar and would then cradle the weeping baby girl. One would think, as her father, he would run to the youngster's aid and show her some affection, but that didn't happen. Instead, Safaree just stood to the side and arrogantly laughed, saying it was funny and that it wasn't a big deal.
That was a real dickhead move of you.
It's your fault. Shouldn't have had her over there.
I should have never had her over there.
Yeah?
Safaree, shut up.
She's here throwing guitars on her head.
And you're there laughing at her instead of picking her up.
It was funny.
Everything you portrayed yourself to be in the beginning is nothing what you really are.
It's very clear that Safaree is a chronic excuser who hates the responsibility of caring about anyone's feelings but his own. And it's rare for a sociopath to change their ugly behavior, because more often...
I don't know, I can't really speak on this part because I came from a background where, like, kids do stuff all the time and they be like, get up. Like, for example, I'm gonna give y'all a quick backstory. One of my aunties was telling my cousin, he was bad legit, telling him, do not go up in that tree. This man climbed up in the tree, right? And I'm talking about, he fell so hard, I swear it felt like the ground shook, you could hear it. This boy fell out the tree so hard. And she was like, now get up. And I told you not to get on that tree, right? So I get it. Like, it do seem harsh watching it. Like, dang, bro, you ain't gonna ask the baby if she okay or nothing. You feel me? But also, that's where I come from. Is like, you know what I mean? Like, some parents are like that. They tough. You feel me? But I don't think he should blame the mom for, cause you the father too, my boy. That baby over there playing with that guitar is just as much as your responsibility as it is Erica's responsibility. You feel me? So I don't know what he's talking about right here.
Than not, the only thing that varies is their target and where they choose to place the blame.
Yeah, see?
As we close the video, we will leave you with a clip that some may find disturbing, where Safaree expresses his true thoughts on relationships and the toxicity he feels exists within them.
Okay, before we go to this next clip, I can't even. No, I can't even. Let's go.
This will also further prove that he's very much aware of what he does and how he actually takes great pleasure in hurting other people, all while encouraging others to do the same. Check out some of our videos that you may have missed. Like and subscribe.
I definitely
and stay
will.
tuned to our channel for more press release content.
I'm just sitting here thinking to myself,
Hey y'all, please like and subscribe the video. I'm gonna put the link to this video down below, and like and subscribe that video. Also like and subscribe mine. It's just a click. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Let's see what this man gotta say.
just about relationships and life in general. And you know what? Toxic, that's the new it. Everything is toxic. Everybody acting like they ain't toxic, they capping, they front. Everybody toxic. All these relationships toxic.
Yeah.
Everybody, they break up, they get back together, they care, they don't care. It's just toxic. Being toxic is just a part of life. So ladies, if you think you're about to go out there and find a guy who's not toxic, you're lying to yourself and he's lying to you. All these niggas is toxic. Everybody toxic. It's just the day and the age we in. So, team toxic, spread love.
It sounds crazy on how he's saying it, but what he really saying is, because I feel like the word toxic is used so loosely. Not like, it's so loosely. What it is people go through motions. Some days they like you, some days they don't. Some months they in love with you, the other months they not. Sometimes they can't stand you, and sometimes they can. You meet somebody else, now you're more interested in that other person than the person. It really depends on the person. You feel me? Everybody has dealt with. I'm not gonna say everybody, but I say a good 80% of the world has been done wrong, broken hearted, trauma from childhood. And when you get in these relationships and you be expecting somebody to be 100%, like, you fighting against the 85% to the 15%. You know what I mean? That might actually be whole and have no problems and no situations and no nothing. You know what I mean? But most people are broken. Most people are dealing with issues that they don't even know that is there. Most people are acting on decisions and the way they choose to react to certain things because of their childhood or whomever broke their heart. Like, this is what he's saying. But when you use the word toxic, people want to believe everybody ain't toxic. Yeah, like a little 15%, but everybody have their ways. Everybody have their ways, and I'm not saying you should go put up with nothing. I just feel like maybe you should react to it different. If you really can't handle it, leave. It's no big, you know what I mean? Like, it is a big deal, but like, just leave. If it's something you could put up with, try to show them the light. Put that mirror in front of them, help them, therapy. You get therapy, everybody just get right together. But have a little bit more understanding that the person you dealing with will not be perfect. And I'm not saying going out there and accept everything, because you might run into a real traumatized person. You might run into a real one. and that'll mess you up. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. If you gotta separate yourself from situations like that, you should, because sometimes you do have to protect yourself. But for the most part, don't walk this earth thinking that you finna just find 100%. Really check your list and check your core values. You feel me? And that's what it is. But when I look at relationship nowadays, everybody's getting together, leaving, getting together, leaving. That's all I see until they get too old to be an option. That's what I'm seeing right now. Everybody, they revolving door, getting together, leaving. And to me, when I look at your back check, ain't nobody better than the next. Everybody good. You feel me? Not good, but like everybody had a good and bad traits. From check your history. Everybody, some might have been worse than others, but for the most part, a lot of people both have their good and bad parts about them. You feel me? You go to the next mother, you in the beginning stages and you like, oh, this finna be the best relationship I ever had. Next thing you know, y'all arguing, going through junk, you finding ways you don't like about this person. Next thing you know, y'all getting into it and then you break up with this person. Now you on to the next. This is what he said. It's not toxic, it's humans. Humans and the way we come up and the way we hold on to energies and stuff that happened to us during our past, because whatever happened to you in your past, this is the way you make decisions for the future. You feel me? Like if you dealt with a dude that wore saggy pants and he did you wrong, okay, in the future you might not deal with another dude that sag his pants, even though the dude that sag his pants could be a good dude. But because of your past, you will not choose him. Do you get what I'm saying? This is how your past and your childhood can affect how you interact in your adulthood, and you have to know that 85% of the people are dealing with that. Nobody's really perfect. Everybody go through something, and it affects how they act or make decisions or react to certain situations. So he's using the word toxic, but that's really what it is, what I just explained. That's really what it is. And so now it sounds crazy. Everybody's toxic. No, I'm not toxic. People saying that. Y'all probably the most toxic ones. And I'm not taking up for this man because some of the stuff that he's doing is ridiculous. You know, some of the stuff that he's doing is ridiculous. But some of the stuff that he is doing, I understand. You feel me? I'm not gonna judge him for that part because I understand. You feel me? So let's see what else he got to say.
Spread toxicity. Listen, I got issues. We all got issues. And it's just all about how you deal with these issues. Can you deal with someone who has issues, who has a past, who's just toxic, and hey, you just have to have a high tolerance for dealing with toxicity, and just know that it's in the blood. You know what I'm saying? It's a hand-selected few who not like that. As a matter of fact, let me take that back. It ain't no hand-selected because everybody got it. Everybody got issues. Everybody.
See, I even gave him. I said 15% of the people might not be toxic, but I feel him on that. I feel like everybody, your past determines how you act in your future, decisions you make in the future, and how you react to situations in the future. That's just what it is.
Everybody's crazy. Everybody's battered. Everybody's abused. Everybody's just toxic. So, listen, either deal with it or just be doomed. It is what it is. I got issues. We all got issues. And I accept it. Ladies, when a guy comes in and he does the boom wham and sweeps you off your feet, it's all cap. It's cap. He toxic. he's just hiding how toxic he is. That's how toxic he is. He's sitting there pretending to be somebody he's not. He toxic and you toxic. You toxic for believing in him and accepting him. But you know what? Accept the toxicity together and be toxic together and live in one toxic, happy family. Just learn how to turn it on and off sometimes. You don't got to be toxic 24/7, but you can be toxic like a couple hours, but then be good the rest of the hours. That's it. Ladies, another thing too. When a guy is hiding the fact that like he's cheating and stuff like that, or that he cheats or he just does whatever and he does it behind your back, just respect him and love him and just know.
I'm posting that. Everybody don't cheat. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, a high majority of them cheat, women and men. It ain't even one-sided, but everybody, because people want to say, men cheat all the time. Men be cheating. But who are they cheating with? Who are they cheating with? They gotta cheat with a woman who probably got somebody else too. Who's, you know what I mean? So everybody freaking cheat. But some people don't. They really don't. Some people really don't cheat. Some people do just work, go home, and that's because they found a person. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, everybody don't cheat. So I just wanted to interject that real quick.
So that, you know what? You care about me because you don't want me to know that you're doing this stuff behind my back. If he didn't care about you and he did it in front of your face, now that's a bad guy. That is a bad man, and that's the type of man you don't want to deal with. You got to deal with the ones who want to keep it from you, because it's not right. It's not right. Just answer this one question. Are you toxic, yes or no? That's it. You're not perfect, and if you're not perfect, you're toxic. That's it. Good night. Yeah, let me tell you another thing, too. No matter.
So I'm going to stop it here. Like, okay. See, what he's saying is, see, that's that whole, see how he's saying, like, oh, all the men, they holding it behind your back and they cheating and stuff like that because it's a man's nature. And that brings me to that Steve Harvey clip when everybody was getting on him by him not having female friends. Oh, he don't got self-control. That's what most of the women are saying, and most of the dudes that probably trying to cozy up to whomever is saying. You know what I mean? And it's like, this is the nature, you know? This is the nature. You feel me? And he's saying it's better to just hide it. But Steve Harvey is saying, I shouldn't even be entertaining these chicks. Talking about that my friend, knowing every time I come around them, you know, yeah, it's not every time I come around them. We could be chilling, but that one night she decided to give me that look where you put that look that you gotta, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like these guys are being real, but instead of women understanding what they saying, they attacking them and being like, oh, he don't have no self control. That man got self control. It's just he not seen so much of the world that he knows what is what. That's why so many people are cheating. You know you got feelings with this person. I don't think it's that he can't interact with women. It's just certain women you know you shouldn't even be in their face. You know what it is. You know the vibe she's giving you, and you want to keep masking it as, oh, we're friends. You feel me? And I'm not saying that's all female to male relationship. You feel me? But some of them, y'all, both of y'all be knowing, but y'all keep playing with fire. And that's why he's saying that, because he's a man. Safaree's a man who's on TV, he got money. He can walk in your hood and probably take every bit. I mean, ooh, my bad. Every girl that's around. He probably can have access to all of them. You get what I'm saying? That's just the world we live in. You feel me? So that's all that man's saying. And listen, I feel like they both had their faults, because Erica Mena, she might want her relationship. I don't know how she is in relationships. I haven't been following them lately, but in the past, she had her ways. She hasn't been very nice. You feel me? She hasn't been an angel. You feel me? So I'm not saying she deserves this, because she don't. She chose that man. But girl, I'm pretty sure she do her part too. I'm pretty sure she chopping his head off. I'm pretty sure she hitting him with low blows. Just check her history. Go check the clips of her firing off at people. Check the clips. You feel me? You know, like I said, both of them probably do their wrong and their rights, and it is. And that's the world we live in. Everybody have their good and their bad sides. Everybody have their toxic traits and non-toxic traits. Everybody have their past affecting their future. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm signing off, and I appreciate y'all for chilling with me for these minutes. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Give me an algorithm. I'm trying to get better, man. I'm trying to get a better mic. I'm trying to get a camera. I'm trying to just, do this because I like vibing with y'all, and I love, giving my little piece of advice, you feel me? And I love to hear from y'all. I love having conversations with y'all. So let's get it going. And I'm signing off.